Good morning from my quarantine kitchen. Today I am going to be making one of my favorite recipes. It's a really healthy, hearty, I don't know what I'm going to call it in this video, but maybe like a breakfast salad Powerbowl. It's really delicious and has a lot of amazing micronutrients, yet still has the type of ingredients that will hold you over throughout the day. So I usually eat this for lunch pretty religiously every single day. And I shared it on Instagram and people have asked for the recipe. So I thought, why don't I just create a little video showing how I make it every day. It usually takes about 15 minutes to prep and eat, but well worth it because it's made with almost all raw ingredients. So yeah, thank you so much for listening in, and I hope that you try this recipe out for yourself. Okay, so all that you're gonna need to make this is some sort of lettuce base for your salad. I like to use a 50-50 blend of spinach and a spring mix. And then you're gonna wanna add tomato, you're gonna need avocado, 1 potato. This is for 1 serving, by the way. And of course we will have extra of a few ingredients. Egg, I usually just use 1 egg. Bacon, I get this locally, and so it's sourced responsibly. And usually use 2 to 3 pieces. The dressing, this I actually picked up from the store and it's really good. It's a honey mustard, but what you can just do is actually add Dijon, honey, vinegar, and water and just make your own at home. It was just there at the store, so easy. And then feta. And besides, you know, oil and salt and pepper, this is pretty much all you're going to need. Okay, so usually what I'll do first is just cut up my potato. I usually use 1 potato for this, but I also try to eat pretty low carb. So if you're somebody who prefers to have a little bit more of that, then feel free to add 2 or 3 or however many you'd like, and just rinse them off before cutting them up. So the next thing I'm going to do is start to broil my oven on low. If you don't have an option to broil on low, you can always just throw your potatoes in the oven on like 400 degrees. It just seems to go a little bit quicker with this. I then take all my potato and just put it onto a pan and spread it out as much as I can. I'll usually throw a little bit of oil on this, as well as some salt and pepper and garlic powder if you choose to do that. So once that's in, you can get started on your egg and bacon. If you're a vegetarian or a vegan, you don't want to put any bacon in, then feel free to just skip this part or put tofu or mushroom, grilled mushroom, whatever you want to put in there, feel free to. I like adding bacon. Sometimes I'll do turkey bacon, but today I'm going to do some bacon from a local butcher shop here in Central Washington. So for cutting up the bacon, I actually moved my wooden cutting board to the side. I'm gonna be using this small black one. And I have my bacon right here. It's looking so beautiful. And I'm just going to pull a couple pieces off of it. Maybe these 2 for now because it is kind of bigger than regular bacon. And all I'm gonna do is flip it so that I can get that length in there, and just cut it into strips. Is this the right knife or the right way to do it? No, but is this just for me at home right now and don't really have anybody to impress? Yes. I then wrap it up like this and kind of like the thicker pieces. I don't like my bacon to be just falling to the bottom of the bowl, so it's kind of important to keep every ingredient as chunky as possible. I do have this small little pan here, which I usually put on low to medium heat, but if you just want to scramble up your egg in a regular pan, that works just great too. And I actually like to take a little chopstick or something and get in there so that it's all mixed in one color. I don't like eating the whites separate from the yolk. So while that's cooking, I just have another pan here and I throw that bacon on in. Usually I don't add oil for this because it's bacon. And I put that on a medium to low heat as well. Usually by this time I can pull my potatoes out. Beautiful, yes. And usually I can flip them so that the toasty side from the broiler is on the bottom and it can just be well rounded. So now is kind of the point where I keep my eye on the egg, keep my eye on the bacon, and I start to pull out my fresh ingredients. So my greens, feta, my tomato, avocado, and my dressing. So now what I like to do is take my fresh veggies and put some of that dressing on it. Again, you can make your own dressing pretty easily, but I like to put this on before the bacon and the egg and the potato because I really want each ingredient to have its own flavor, and I want this dressing to be more on the fresh ingredients. That way, even if I mix it up, at least I'm mixing and combining independent flavors rather than just throwing sauce that tastes the same on everything. And I just put a tiny bit, and I actually primarily put it on this side that has the tomato and the avocado. That way I can kind of stack the potatoes and the bacon on the other side. Right now we are in the first month of quarantine because of the pandemic going around globally right now. It's kind of crazy, and I know that paper towels are something that is very sought after, and stores are running out quick. But I like to use these just a couple plies here. Take my bacon and throw it on. I don't know if this actually works to make bacon a bit healthier, removing a little bit of that grease, but I like to try anyway because if I see grease all over the paper towels, at least I know it's a little less that is in my body. I just set that bacon to the side here, and now I'll pull out the potatoes and put it on top. Okay, so my potatoes are looking good and crispy. I kind of like them to be a little brown on the sides. And I just put these in here. So I just flipped my egg here in my little pan and put the potatoes on the other side of the bowl.
Oops.
And now I just add my bacon to that side as well. I'm somebody who just kind of uses my hands here. So as you can see here, it's kind of coming together a little bit more. I added that bacon. And now the last part is just to grab my egg off the skillet. I usually just grab it on out with my fingers and I fold it in half and then just throw it on top of the bowl. And then I also take some feta as a last little step to give it some
beautiful aesthetic cheese on top.
I just kind of crunch it up and smush it around and break it up because it's feta, you know, so it does kind of break up a bit. And just kind of throw it over the whole thing. I don't really care what side it's on here because cheese is good on everything. So that's pretty pretty much it. It creates such a delicious bowl of goodness here and has a lot of really healthy ingredients. I think right now where we're at globally with this pandemic, it's more important than ever to invest in our health and to fill our own cup. You know, to be able to love others properly, we need to love ourselves and invest in ourselves. And I think a really simple first step to that is putting just raw ingredients into our bodies so that we're feeling our best. And I think it takes a lot to be able to get in the habit of doing that, but it's an easy first step for somebody who might feel like they don't have any control or they have no way to help, or they feel so depressed they might not be able to get out of bed at this time. This is a good step to encourage you to wake up, get up and create something, get in the kitchen, get moving, and hopefully be able to invest in yourself where you can be that strong person for those around you. So thank you so much for joining me today. I know that it was a little bit different from other videos that I've posted in the past, but it was something that I thought should be done. I'm here cooking anyway, so I figured I might as well film it and share it. If you try this out or have any other recipes that you like during this time that help make you feel yourself during this time, please let me know. I would love to start cooking more and getting more creative in the kitchen as well. If you're into the outdoors, please follow my blog, outdoors-explored.com. I talk about being outdoors and how it's beneficial for the mind, body, and spirit, which I think, again, is even more important during this hard time. Thank you so much and have a great day.